It's Chance and Fallon taking the stage. Deep dives ready to engage. Conversations that spark the soul, where stories unfold and make you whole. The Chance and Fallon show's the place to be. Talking about the world and what we need to see. Tune in now, don't miss a beat. Articulation Media's got you on your feet.
Welcome to the Chance and Fallon Show.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. So today we're focusing on an artist who's really making some waves. I think defining a very specific kind of cross-genre sound coming out of the South.
Yeah.
We're doing a deep dive into, well, the fast-rising Mississippi musician known as iLL, a.k.a. Fresh Prince.
That's right. And our mission today really is to try and quickly map out his identity, which is, it's built on some interesting contradictions,
Right.
from the name itself to like his geography. We need to understand these surprising early achievements he's had, especially for an independent artist in this specific genre blend, and look at his immediate career path based on, well, what the fans are saying and the streaming data we've managed to pull. And I think this is the core of why we need to look closely. He's working in Christian rap, gospel, and traditional hip-hop, blending them pretty seamlessly, it seems.
Yeah.
It's quite the mix.
And what's really striking is he's already got this national recognition, charted nationally even, but he's deliberately holding on to those deep Mississippi roots.
Which is fascinating.
Yeah, striking that balance between, like, the spiritual message, making it commercially viable, and keeping that authentic street cred. That's going to be incredibly difficult.
It really is. And the intent behind it all seems key here. The fan community, what they call the Fresh Vibe Hub,
Right.
they're very upfront about his purpose. He's positioned as, and this is a quote, a soldier for the kingdom telling the truth about this world.
Wow.
So right away, you know the music isn't just entertainment. It's got this layer of evangelism, maybe social commentary, but through a very modern hip-hop lens. That mission is definitely his unique angle.
Okay, let's unpack that persona then. Because the name itself, iLL, a.k.a. Fresh Prince, it kind of embodies that duality, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
You've got iLL, that's got the classic sort of gritty hip-hop feel,
Uh-huh.
and then Fresh Prince, which is, well, more accessible, maybe a bit nostalgic, that nod to the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
So what does this blend, Christian rap, gospel, hip-hop, what does it actually sound like? Especially when sources talk about unique hip-hop sounds mixed with melodic rhythms.
Well, that melodic rhythms bit, I don't think it's just, marketing speak. It points to the need for crossover appeal.
Okay.
Pure Christian rap can sometimes stay in its own lane, right? To get national recognition, he has to bring in elements that appeal beyond just the core gospel audience.
Like what?
Think really infectious hooks, maybe using auto-tune not just for effect but for real melody, and production that actually holds up against mainstream stuff. It suggests he's balancing catchiness with the lyrical depth.
Right, so it can work in secular spaces too.
Precisely.
And that constant evolution, it seems like his fans really pick up on it. I saw this interesting detail on a fan page. They mentioned he made the big chop, and things got higher ever since.
Oh, that's interesting fan language.
Yeah. What does the big chop usually signify in this kind of context? Hip-hop, gospel.
That's fascinating. Culturally, especially when you pair it with a spiritual journey, the big chop often means a really dramatic, visible statement, a new beginning.
Like literally cutting hair.
Could be cutting off locks, maybe, that were tied to an old image. Or it could be metaphorical, cutting ties with old habits, bad deals, an image that just doesn't fit the mission anymore.
Oh, right.
And the fact that fans connect that act directly to his success, that tells his core audience his commitment is real. It's like a marker that lines up his personal life and his public message.
That authenticity seems to run through his promotion, too. He's known for these impromptu pop-up performances across college campuses, small towns in Mississippi. It feels very grassroots.
It's a brilliant strategy, actually. It cuts through all the digital noise. In 2025, everyone's just focused on clicks and likes, right? But iLL, a.k.a. Fresh Prince, he's prioritizing being there, physically. These pop-ups build intense local loyalty. You get immediate feedback, and it creates that real local content people share.
Building a local legend first.
Exactly, which then feeds the digital story.
But okay, here's my question, though. Is doing pop-ups really the most efficient way to get national streams in 2025? It sounds exhausting.
It probably is exhausting, but it clearly works for his narrative.
Yeah.
Think about it. Doing 100 physical shows might not get the same immediate stream volume as one huge digital push, but the story of him doing it.
Authenticity.
Right, that he's really out there connecting one-on-one, that's what makes him different. And that ground-up effort, it translates directly into those national metrics we're seeing. He made the Los Angeles Billboard Top 100 list.
Yeah, that really jumped out at me. For an independent artist, Christian rap focus, hitting the LA Billboard Top 100. That's huge for crossover appeal.
It really is.
What does charting specifically on the LA list tell us?
It basically confirms he found a niche and filled it well. The LA chart is really sensitive to trends, diverse listening habits. It reflects national, even global digital streams more than just, say, regional radio. So it suggests two things. One, his team gets digital marketing. They know how to drive those specific metrics. And two, there was clearly a space for high-quality, musically interesting hip-hop with a positive spiritual core. His sound is definitely reaching way beyond Mississippi, real national penetration.
So let's look at the actual music that got him there. His 2025 output. He dropped the EP, the first draft, earlier this year. That's streaming now, right?
Yep, the first draft, 4 songs currently up on Spotify, YouTube. And if you look at his popular tracks on Spotify...
Yeah, you see that blend right in the titles. Mine, I'm a Dog, then Just Worship and Faye World. I'm a Dog next to Just Worship.
Exactly. He's got that secular energy, that hip-hop language sitting right alongside the devotional stuff. He's not afraid of the grit while keeping the message central.
And the pace he's working at is pretty remarkable. Sources say he's already working on a second EP right now.
Yeah, rapid output, which is just essential these days to keep momentum.
Right, in the streaming era.
It keeps that fresh vibe hub fed with new stuff. Turns those pop-up attendees into subscribers who know more music is coming soon. Plus, it lets him test and tweak his sound quickly.
Okay, this speed brings us nicely to his event roadmap for late 2025 and into 2026. And looking at it, this isn't just random gigs. It feels very strategic.
Totally strategic. Designed to reveal the new music, but also reinforce that dual identity he has.
How so?
Well, look at the immediate stuff right in his home area. First up, there's a listening party. It's called Celebrate by the Lake.
Okay.
That's Friday, November 7th, 2025, 5 to 8 p.m. at Lake Hazel in Hazelhurst, Mississippi. That sounds like the fun community party. The Fresh Prince side, maybe, where fans hear the second EP songs first.
Right, the celebration part. But then the very next day, a pivot.
Exactly. He's scheduled to appear at an event at Damascus Church, also in Hazelhurst. The sequencing is definitely intentional.
Yeah, it feels like it.
It absolutely reinforces his whole brand. Friday night is for the music fans, the hype, the general public using the lake setting. Saturday is for the core spiritual base, grounding the new music in the community and the message.
Balancing the party and the purpose.
Perfectly put. Making sure neither side feels left out.
So if those events shore up his local base, then the big one on the horizon, that seems designed to elevate his whole profile. The Robert Johnson Blues and Mississippi Music Festival.
Yes. This is probably the most compelling piece of the narrative we found.
It's an inaugural festival, right? A benefit.
It is. Happening May 8th to 10th, 2026 at the Copiah County Fairgrounds, again in Hazelhurst. And it's significant because he's one of only 12 musicians scheduled. That puts him alongside some established names in Mississippi music.
And this is where the genre thing gets really interesting again. The details say he's performing Sunday, May 10th, but not just as a rapper.
Right.
Like this. He's listed specifically as a gospel and jazz feature. Gospel and jazz. At a blues festival named for Robert Johnson. Why is that expansion so important?
It's about claiming a piece of the legacy, I think. Robert Johnson is like foundational to Mississippi music history.
For sure.
So by performing as a gospel and jazz feature, iLL, aka Fresh Prince, is deliberately positioning himself within that lineage. Showing versatility, showing depth.
Connecting his spiritual message to the state's traditional sounds.
Exactly. It suggests he's more than just a contemporary hip-hop artist. He's a Mississippi musician contributing to the evolution of that whole tradition. It's a smart move to broaden his appeal and really cement his place culturally.
Okay, and since it's an inaugural benefit festival, supporting it seems important for anyone listening who wants to get involved or attend.
Yeah, a couple of ways. Tickets are up on Eventbrite.
Yeah.
And because it's a benefit, there's also a GoFundMe campaign running to help get it off the ground successfully.
Good to know. And here's a tip. They're doing early bird discounts on tickets if you buy before the end of 2025. So helps the listener save a bit and supports the festival early. Great. So let's wrap this up. What does this whole picture tell us about this artist? We see this trajectory.
Yeah, highly intentional.
From building local buzz with those pop-ups across Mississippi
Mm-hmm.
to hitting the LA Billboard Top 100, he's blending Christian rap, hip-hop, gospel, and now deliberately stepping into gospel and jazz at a major blues heritage event.
It really paints a picture of someone who knows his message is strong, but understands the medium has to adapt to reach more people. He's using that local authenticity as a launch pad for national, well, diversification.
And if people want to follow along, where should they look?
His social media pages seem pretty active for updates, and there's the official fan website, too.
Right, and even the website details show that duality we talked about. It's secured by Wix, created by something called the Conglomerate. Sounds very professional, commercial.
Mm-hmm.
But then it says powered by God.
That contrast is the whole story right there, isn't it? Professionalism anchored by purpose. Which leads to, I think, a really interesting final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. Given how WiLL, aka Fresh Prince, is deliberately mixing all this musical heritage, Christian rap, hip-hop, now gospel and jazz at a blues fest with his spiritual message, how does that strategic choice, embodying the full spectrum of Mississippi music, how does that redefine what it even means to be a modern regional artist today?
Blurring the lines.
Totally blurring the lines. He's definitely one to keep watching.